In the world above, few creatures leave as strong an impression as winged predators. They command the skies through altitude, vision, and an almost flawless sense of timing. A single moment of hesitation can shift the entire outcome. Within the ecosystem, they play a vital role in maintaining natural balance. But among these birds of prey, which one stands as the most formidable in nature? In the natural world, birds are among the most successfully adapted groups of animals. They are found across deserts, rainforests, and even the harshest frozen regions. Many birds of prey possess sharp vision, lightweight bodies, and specialized hunting tools. Each species controls its hunting space in its own way, from speed to patience. For that reason, the sky is not just empty space, but a realm where ecological order is constantly at work. In the world of birds of prey, eagles are often seen as one of the most formidable symbols of the sky. Among them, the golden eagle stands out as one of the largest and most powerful raptors of the northern hemisphere, commonly found in high mountains, cliffs, and vast open plains. With a wingspan exceeding 7 feet and vision far beyond that of humans, this bird can detect targets from great distances across steep terrain. At times, it focuses on young mountain goats or individuals caught in vulnerable positions, even when the target may be several times its size. In such moments, the golden eagle's advantage lies not only in its powerful talons, but in its ability to wait for the exact moment to create an edge in a single decisive dive. Farther south in Africa, the martial eagle demonstrates a distinct hunting style, powerful, agile, and highly assertive. As one of the largest and strongest birds of prey on the continent, it carries a wingspan approaching 9 feet. This predator has a wide range of prey, from small mammals to large lizards and snakes. Encounters involving young antelope clearly highlight its ability to control timing and positioning. Even when a protective adult remains nearby, this aerial hunter can still choose the precise moment to approach its target within a very brief window. Its diverse prey range, combined with precise decision-making, makes it a formidable presence within its environment. Each encounter shows that eagles do not dominate the sky through display, but through control and timing. And that is what makes the title King of the Sky more fitting than ever. Across the shallow lakes of North America, the American white pelican appears heavy-bodied and unhurried. With a wingspan of about 10 feet and an average weight close to 16 pounds, this bird does not rely on speed to gain an advantage. Its distinction lies in body size, group coordination, and its broad throat pouch, a highly effective feeding tool. The pouch is made of remarkably elastic skin and can scoop up around 3 gallons of water in a single sweep. But it is not used to store food. Instead, it serves as a mechanism for quickly separating water from nourishment. When feeding in groups, several individuals form a line and swim together, pressing schools of fish into shallow water. The rhythm of the surface begins to change. The fish formation starts to break apart, and even one delayed turn can shift the entire outcome. During the breeding season, they nest in dense colonies on low islands, with each nest usually holding 2 to 3 eggs. The chicks grow on food brought back by the adults, but when numbers rise and resources come under pressure, competition within the colony becomes more noticeable. Even so, pelicans do not always keep the advantage. When one lowers its head to filter the water's surface, it trades awareness and flexibility for the chance to gather more food in a single sweep. And in that moment, the marsh's ambush hunter, the crocodile, enters the scene. A sudden lunge from just above the lake surface can overturn the entire advantage of this giant bird in an instant. In nature, any advantage lasts only as long as the next moment remains under control. Amid the dense wetlands of East Africa, the shoebill appears like a relic from another age, still present in the modern world. Standing nearly 5 feet tall, with a wingspan of about 8 feet and a large shoe-shaped bill, this bird does not stand out through movement, but through a quiet, commanding stillness. It can remain motionless for hours among reeds, nearly blending into mud, water, and shadow. That patience defines the shoebill's hunting strategy. Rather than moving constantly, it waits for the slightest disturbance on the water's surface, then suddenly leans forward in a swift, precise strike. Its bill, nearly 1 foot long, not only secures the target, but also clears away mud and vegetation before swallowing. Lungfish, catfish, and even young birds can become targets when they enter the right range. All of this serves a clear purpose: sustaining the next generation in a harsh wetland environment. Although it may lay between 1 and 3 eggs, the shoebill often raises only 1 chick successfully. The shoebill does not control its environment through speed. It dominates through stillness, precision, and the ability to wait. In nature, the most remarkable presence is sometimes the one that barely moves. Under the Sonoran desert heat, where temperatures can reach 110 degrees Fahrenheit, the Harris's hawk displays a very different hunting strategy. Instead of relying on a single downward strike, it operates as part of a tightly bonded family group, with each individual holding a clear role. That coordination allows this bird of prey to adapt effectively to harsh conditions and widely scattered food sources. When a jackrabbit is spotted among sparse desert shrubs, the formation begins to tighten from several directions. One bird drops lower to force the target to move, while others hold position farther ahead, gradually narrowing the space. The pursuit unfolds in a controlled rhythm, not loud but highly effective, with speeds reaching about 30 miles per hour during short closing bursts. The more the target changes direction, the tighter the circle becomes. Each Harris's hawk hunt stands as a clear example of the power of teamwork. If eagles command the sky through power, the peregrine falcon dominates through near absolute speed. With a streamlined body, pointed wings, and the ability to lock onto a target from great distance, this bird is regarded as one of the most effective aerial hunters in nature. Its signature attack can exceed 200 miles per hour, so fast that even a single delayed movement from the target can shift the entire outcome. Its diet is highly varied, ranging from pigeons and shorebirds to ducks and many other bird species. Along cliffs, coastlines, and open areas near water, the peregrine often secures a vantage point before making its move. When the moment comes, it does not rush into chaos. Instead, it climbs higher, folds its wings, and drops with extraordinary precision to end the pursuit within a single decisive moment. If it secures more food than it needs at one time, the extra portion may sometimes be stored in a safe place and revisited later. That behavior helps the falcon conserve energy and maintain a more stable food supply. It is the combination of speed, control, and timing that has made the peregrine falcon one of the most successful predators in the avian world. In nature, owls rule a domain very different from that of many other birds of prey: the darkness. What makes these birds so formidable is not outward speed, but their ability to turn the night itself into an advantage. Many owl species can rotate their heads up to about 270 degrees to widen their field of view, while their soft feathers and specialized wing edges make each flight nearly silent. With exceptionally sharp hearing, they do not need to see every movement. A single sound out of rhythm can be enough to identify the exact location. An owl's diet consists mainly of small rodents, along with some amphibians, reptiles, and small birds. Through that role as a predator, it helps maintain population balance within the ecosystem. Owls show that the greatest advantage does not always come from strength, but from silence, keen hearing, and precisely timed appearance. It does not simply press forward. The orca turns the ice into a tightening force against its target. Each close approach reflects a remarkable level of strategic thinking in the ocean. Precise group coordination removes every natural advantage the target may have. Within that controlled scenario, any attempt to shift the outcome fades away. Once the strategy fully locks into place, the encounter reaches a decisive turning point. The ocean has never been as quiet as it appears. Here, the blue whale stands as a wonder nearly 100 feet long and weighing more than 300,000 pounds, yet it carries the nature of a gentle giant. Its immense size provides extraordinary endurance, but it also turns every maneuver into a major energy burden during a prolonged survival chase. The pursuit begins as the orca pod accelerates, closing in on the giant as it tries to escape at about 20 miles per hour. As the distance narrows, they apply a strategy of steady exhaustion. Rather than rushing in all at once, they take turns applying pressure, cutting off every opportunity for the target to recover its rhythm at the surface. Each sweep of the blue whale's tail, weighing thousands of pounds, is powerful enough to send shockwaves through the water, yet the pod's collective intelligence counters it through calculated agility. After hours of isolation and sustained pressure, the endurance of the largest animal on Earth gradually fades. Once the whale no longer has enough strength to fully wield its only true weapon, its massive tail, the balance of the encounter is effectively decided. Once again, the ocean repeats an old but powerful lesson. Solitary strength often becomes the target of disciplined coordination. Along the coastal migration routes of the North Pacific, the gray whale appears as one of the most enduring travelers on Earth. An adult, reaching about 50 feet in length and weighing over 80,000 pounds, carries its most valuable treasure alongside it, its calf. This maternal bond forms the first line of defense, yet it also becomes a limitation as speed is reduced by the vulnerability of the newborn. When the orca pod enters the scene, the situation does not begin with a direct move. Instead, it becomes a demanding test of breathing rhythm and endurance for the mother. Some individuals trail behind to disrupt her swimming pattern, while others press in from both sides, forcing constant changes in direction. The greatest pressure lies in patience, as the orcas wait for the moment when the formation weakens, creating an opening to separate the calf from the protection of its massive guardian. Despite her immense size, the mother whale cannot break through a formation controlled by some of the ocean's most intelligent minds. Each attempt to accelerate only increases the strain on her breathing and drains her energy more quickly under sustained pressure. It is a clear demonstration that when persistence aligns with collective intelligence, even the most powerful creatures can be pushed into a disadvantage. Far from the heart of the ocean, along the coast of Patagonia, large sea lions weighing around 800 pounds gather along the shoreline. They enjoy rare moments of rest after demanding fishing journeys. Yet the calm on the sand is only a fragile illusion, because just beyond the surf, dark shapes begin to emerge. The orca is already prepared for one of the most sophisticated survival strategies in the natural world. As the tide reaches its peak, one orca suddenly accelerates to nearly 30 miles per hour. Instead of stopping in safe water, it makes a bold move, driving its body of nearly 12,000 pounds straight onto the shallows. This is intentional stranding, a remarkable display of ocean intelligence, where the orca uses the force of the waves to erase the boundary between sea and shore. In only a brief instant, the distance to the target disappears. With a body turn measured down to the inch, the black and white hunter removes every advantage the terrain once offered. And when the dark figure slips back toward deeper water, what remains is not only silence on the beach, but a clear reminder of the position held by one of the ocean's greatest tactical hunters. The ocean is a kingdom where power often belongs to the one with the sharpest teeth. The great white shark, reaching about 20 feet in length with a bite force of around 4,000 pounds per square inch, has long been seen as one of the ocean's most formidable hunters. Then from the deep, massive, dark shapes begin to move in. Once the orcas arrive, the advantage of the solitary hunter disappears at once. This is no longer a simple pursuit, but a coordinated operation. Through echolocation, the pod assesses its opponent and focuses on the point where its stamina is most limited. The encounter intensifies as the orcas move with synchronized collective force. With one precise move, they turn the opponent upside down, triggering tonic immobility. In only a brief moment, the giant loses effective control of its movement, becoming almost motionless. Without turning the moment into graphic violence, the orcas bring the encounter to its conclusion with calm control and absolute precision. The order of the ocean is reset once again. Raw muscle gives way to the power of collective intelligence. The ocean is not only a home, but also a high-stakes race for these silver arrows. At speeds exceeding 20 miles per hour, dolphins move with complete confidence, relying on their ability to turn in an instant. But when the dark dorsal fins of an orca pod slice through the surface, speed is no longer a safeguard. A calculated pursuit begins. Without wasting a single movement, the orcas immediately form their positions. One group stays close behind, pushing the target into rapid energy loss, while others surge forward to seal every possible escape path. The difference lies in spatial control. Orcas do not simply chase. They cut angles, narrowing the movement corridor of their target. When one dolphin becomes isolated, the outcome becomes difficult to reverse. An adult orca, weighing around 13,000 pounds, launches more than 15 feet above the water, using its mass to generate a powerful impact that disrupts the animal's balance for a brief moment. This is a contest between some of the most intelligent minds on the planet. Dolphins rely on speed to survive, but orcas rely on geometry to dominate. As the formation breaks apart, the ocean falls into a heavy silence. Beneath the deep blue waters of the polar region, a quiet lesson in survival unfolds. The target is an ice floe rising only about 3 feet above the surface, where a seal rests in complete complacency. For the orca pod, this is not merely a hunt, but a field lesson in how to overcome some of the harshest terrain in the ocean. Under the guidance of the mother orca, the hunting formation begins to spread out with the precision of a highly disciplined formation. Each individual, weighing around 13,000 pounds, moves in perfect coordination, striking the water with powerful tail beats to compress thousands of gallons of water into a massive artificial wave aimed directly at the target. This is wave washing, a technique that turns the ocean itself into a directional force. If the ice still holds, the pod immediately adjusts its angle, using the momentum of its immense mass to overcome even the most stable structure. In their world, collective intelligence is the ultimate lever of power. As the ice tilts downward, a new order is firmly established. Without chaotic confrontation, patience and strategy allow the orca pod to confirm its place among the ocean's most dominant strategic animals. One lesson in survival comes to a close, preparing the way for a new generation of highly skilled hunters. The orca is the largest member of the dolphin family, reaching about 30 feet in length and weighing around 10,000 pounds. It communicates through sophisticated sound systems, remembers migration routes, and coordinates hunts with exceptional precision. Beneath its black and white exterior lies a highly developed brain, allowing it to adapt its strategies from shallow coastal waters to the open ocean. This collective intelligence, adaptability, and coordinated strength have placed the orca at one of the ocean's most capable strategic predators. They bring the encounter to a close through instinct, precision, and near-perfect timing. Pressure from above is enough to shift the rhythm of the sky in an instant. Even the most alert creatures can lose their advantage to the smallest margin of error. If you want to experience more wildlife moments like this, please like and subscribe. In the natural world, those who control the airspace are the ones who act at exactly the right moment.